Folks, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. Welcome to the stream tonight. I accidentally started a second stream again because of stupid OBS and YouTube. I don't know why they changed their settings to be like this, but they did. And it's highly infuriating. Used to, you could just put in a stream key, and just whenever I would hit stream, it would just go to the event that I had set up. But now, OBS has changed, and YouTube has changed to where it's easy to accidentally start yesterday's stream. So then you think you're streaming to today's stream, but you've actually restarted yesterday's stream. And then your viewers are confused because there's two streams. I mean, they've really done well. They've really done well in their updates, you know? Thanks for being here. Hopefully the folks who had joined in on the other stream, like Regina and a few of the others, will join in here. It was weird because I had a different chat over on my OBS than what I had over in my browser. And that's how I eventually figured out that I had two streams going. So, yeah. There we go. How y'all doing tonight? I'm assuming you all can hear me. Everything's good. Let me know if the sound is about right. Yeah, I had two streams going. Yeah, welcome to here, Stinger Marine. Welcome to the real stream. Air was trying to throw everybody off with the fake stream. The Grand Poobah of Salt. I think that's you, Nikki. You're the one with all the salt. I know who has all the salt, and it's not me. Alright, good. Sounds good. Alright, hey, I'm going to try and start the West Rome thing again. And then, of course, we're going to switch over to Throgg's Vomitrocious Diplomacy later. Fresh with all of its newest, you know, partly digested chunks. So we'll be over to Throgg soon. So if you're here for the chunks, stay tuned, okay? Warner even made a nice meme of Throgg baking cookies. I didn't have time to get it on here. That would have been good, though. It's pretty great. You have to look at it. It's in the Discord. So, we're going to start off tonight. It's going to be another Rome Total Warhammer. We're going to do some Rome Remastered first tonight to kind of switch things up. And then we will switch over to Warhammer 2. So, as you are joining in, we will be playing both games tonight. Which is why I have the crazy thumbnail up of the angry Ariel/Rome guy. They're wondering what Air has done to them, twisting their two universes together. You ever played a Wood Elves campaign? I would like to see you do a run. Yep, Bob, I've got a Wood Elves campaign up on my channel. It was the sister, or it was the whatever of Ariel, whatever you call it. What is the name of the faction? Why can't I think of it again? Something, Heralds of Ariel. There it is. Yeah, the Heralds of Ariel. Took me a second. All right. So we know that getting rid of all the settlements is a bad idea, even though it works in Attila. It doesn't work here. So let's start with a couple of changes. I'm going to go ahead and disband fleets because they're really not going to be terribly necessary. I need to have some money first, and then I'll worry about having some fleets. They can blockade trade lanes, which can be a bit problematic for us, but I mean, I just can't afford any upkeep right now that we shouldn't have. So I'm going to start by disbanding fleets. We're already in the positive just by getting rid of the fleets. So that's a good sign. Now, probably another thing we could do is maybe get rid of some extra units, or at least just go start fighting to kill off some of the units that we have. I have this army just like camped out here. I believe we're at war with the Alemanni. I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna take a couple of these units, plop them into here, and then we'll go attack the Alemanni with this army to try and get some money. Can we disband agents? Do I pay upkeep on an agent? Check the math here. 271, 1271. No. Okay, so there's no point in disbanding agents. We're just not going to have any money to do anything with them. That assassin's like, hey, thanks for testing on me, jerk. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm very good like that. Alright, we're gonna have very little money. Hardly making anything. Do I want to disband? Yeah, I mean, let's maybe disband this Comitatenses out here. I may end up regretting that, but I'm just trying to get us... That made a big difference, that Comitatense has some expensive upkeep. Got very small numbers of troops all throughout Iberia, but I mean, I do have some small armies here and there. We'll probably just get a lot of rebellions, and we'll just have to move around crushing said rebellions. Not going to be a whole lot we can do outside of that, I think. There's more Comitatenses here. Very expensive, but I might need them because we're likely to face civil revolts and rebellions. I'm not going to be able to retrain them probably this far out. So yeah, I don't know exactly how all that'll work out, but I mean, at least we're in the positive. We'll give it a shot here. We'll give it a shot. You literally just assassinated his job. I did, Warner. We took his job and we flushed it down the crapper. Disband those fleets. I'll probably need to train some new fleets later, but I mean, that'll be hopefully a good start towards better income. Yeah, we'll be making some money. It won't be a lot, but we'll be making something, at least for the moment. Hey, JP Vet, thanks for supporting the channel by being a member. Appreciate that. You got that nice bronze Carthage shield in front of you there. You can use all those emojis. Make sure to get some WA spam going. Or we have the elephant trampling one, which is quite good for the Rome games. And we have the Saltast. So thank you, JP Vet. Let me know how long you've been watching the channel. Always curious. It says, been watching on and off since the old Rome days. Finally got my cheap butt on board the Team Hair. Hey, don't worry about being cheap. If you enjoy watching the videos, first and foremost, just be here watching the videos. I'm not over here withering away. I'm good. So if you all enjoy the videos, first and foremost, just come and enjoy the videos. But if you're going to support, thank you very much, JP Vet. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for all the years of viewership. Much appreciated. Holly Walnut's voice, Comitatenses. Now that's respect. Alright, let's go get the Alemanni here. Maintain that siege. Civil disorder. At lots of locations. Like pretty much everywhere in the world. Pretty much everywhere in the world. I don't know what we're going to be able to do about the public order in any of these places. I can try to do something about it. If I have any money, and I've only got so much, there's going to be very little that we can do. We'll just attempt to deal with it. Let's see, Solana damaged our barracks. And we damaged some barracks here. Damaged the amphitheater and the public baths. What do you people not like bathing? Disgusting peasants. Oh, sweet. Warner's got the link out to the Discord. Appreciate it. Okay, there's all the West Rome rebellions. We're going to see if we can take it back. I imagine that's going to put us in the hole. Yep, by just a lot. Alright, so not totally unexpected here. Question is, what kind of troops did they get? Not particularly good ones. I don't have particularly good troops, though, either. But see, like, right here, we should be able to easily retake this one. So let's start by doing that. Except this sucks because we gotta build towers and trash. Oh man, takes forever. I don't have time for this. We're gonna be losing money.
Settlement under siege, sir.
I'm just gonna immediately start resieging.
Besieging settlement, sir.
Siege.
Sir.
Well, this is gonna be a bit of a mess over here, depending on what we're up against.
Prepare for battle.
Bunch of Foederati and yeah, all of them spearmen. Just a general. He's got a huge bodyguard, though. I mean, if I get my general killed, it's less upkeep. But let's see what we can do here. How's it going, Bad Sheep? Thanks for being here. Mad Winnie of the Barrow Legion. How's Kemmler doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Warner, thanks for helping me out tonight with the moderating. Nikki, Matthew. Nikki, thanks for being a channel supporter. Joseph Dutton, you too, thank you. Appreciate it.
The carrion birds will feast upon their dead before the day is done. Brave Roman!
All right.
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save themselves.
You know what? They are pathetic. I like the way you think.
General, at the double!
All right, let's fast forward a little here. Let's see if we can get the attention of the enemy with our general and then shoot him up with some archers in the meantime. Their troops can't really catch my archers. This forest is not really great for me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Got an Imperial German bodyguard whizzing right past me here. I get a nice rear charge in on it, but I'm worried because it's going to take me a minute to kill this big unit. And these Foederati infantry are likely to come join in the brawl. Making some good progress here. Oh, they're running away. Good. Chase, chase, chase. Chase. Get them. What are you doing running around like idiots? Chase them. Let's see if we can get lucky, get some more kills. Maybe some javelins coming in, though. That could do some damage to the bodyguard. Dang it, now I'm getting attacked by the Foederati infantry, and I'm going to have to retreat. Unlike their own bodyguard, I'll probably take egregious losses pulling out of that fight. Go. Charge this Foederati infantry. Run, you idiots! Turn around and charge. We have them massively outnumbered. If we can get lucky and kill the general here, that'd be a nice touch. Come on, kill him. Kill him in his face. How do I have an archer way over here? That is somewhat inexplicable.
The gods be
Yes!
praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Well, apparently they don't, because they're not running away yet, so maybe you should convince them. Die, you fool! Alright, I have to run away from that. Stupid unit didn't rout. Stupid Imperial bodyguard has to be so strong. Actually, you know what, archers? Stay there and fight them for just a minute. Come try and put a rear charge on them. That's the unit with javelins. See if we can wrap. Yep, got him. Let's kill these Foederati. They're pretty weak spearmen, but charging them headlong causes us, you know, some damage that we don't want. I might be able to get a victory with our bodyguard here, but I'm not certain of it. Like a javelin volley off that infantry unit. Not really what we wanted. Rebellions happen again, but Heir's actually trying to contain them this time. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit different run at it. Gonna just see if we can fight our way back through it, because we obviously went into every bit as much death the other way. Except we had less access to get the settlements back. And last time the rebellions were like really, really weak sauce troops. Actually, ignore that bodyguard for a minute. Come down here. Go bail our archers out of this fight. Kill these Foederati. Another spear unit we'll get a kill on. Turn around and charge this Imperial bodyguard.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened.
Okay, so now their Imperial bodyguard is all screwed up. I think we can do this. Just need to kind of keep my archers away for just another second. No, you dummies. Wrong direction. Quit acting like East Romans here, okay? What's the wah about? I've got my alert box on. I don't see anything, though. They just really delayed on something? Tyler just sponsored. Tyler, I don't know if you're here tonight, because sometimes my bot goes a little bit crazy, but if you are, thank you for sponsoring the channel. If you're not here tonight, then guess what? Thank you still for sponsoring the channel, even if it's my bot just teasing me. I don't really know which one's which, but thanks, Tyler. One way or the other, I appreciate it. That was a pretty weak sauce charge, guys. Just a militia unit. We couldn't even get an instant rout.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
He is a coward.
Great gods be praised. The enemy general
Like a
is
coward?
killed.
I didn't approve the
Fear
use of
makes
that
hope in
simile.
our enemies' hearts.
Is, okay? Is.
Show their true virtue.
Not
They are
like.
soldiers, only frightened
Wording is
rats
important in this
around.
empire. Alright, apparently our Imperial bodyguard is just too much for our enemies. What do they got left? Anything? It says they got something left, but I don't see anything. Oh, they got a unit all the way across the map over here. I doubt we'll catch it, but I'll give a pursuit course. It's Foederati, and they're all the way across the map. That one's probably bye-bye. I'll make a run for it. I don't think we're gonna get him, though. Don't think Tyler's here tonight. I think it was just my thing wigging out.
Destroy them!
Trying to utterly destroy these troops here.
Attack! Destroy them! Run! Kill them!
Okay, that unit was kind of split up. That's why they were acting weird. There we go.
The gods have favored you. The enemy
684 kills, huh? 509 on my Imperial Bodyguard. Man, that's not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. Like an Imperial Stormtrooper Bodyguard. Rito says, "What's up, Air? Did you finish the Carthage campaign? I put up the finale today. You should go check it out." Ooh, we're gonna retake Cordoba.
Engage the enemy! Victory!
Oh, we're exterminating.
Rome has conquered!
It's exterminating season. It's an extermination sensation. Next turn income. So we're gonna go even more into debt, but hopefully slightly less, since we had some success there.
Attack! Besieging settlement, sir!
Have to try and siege these guys out to maintain the siege. We're just gonna have to try and fight back. I mean, ain't got a whole lot of other options. Maintain the siege. There'll probably be even more rebellions. It's gonna get worse probably before it gets better.
General, prepare for battle! Besieging settlement, sir! Settlement
And with enough exterminating and
Imperator!
applied force, hopefully we can accomplish something here. We won't be able to retrain many troops, so we'll be kind of fighting on fumes for quite a while probably, but what do they got here? Spear Warband, and then a general and their faction leader. If we kill their faction leader, that'll probably get them to want to leave us alone. Let's go ahead and fight this. I like that flaming goblin you got going there, Joseph. The peasants must see the error of their ways. Exactly. It's nothing a good exterminating can't fix.
The hair has been gutted, and the liver was as clear as day. Portents such
Wait,
as
it had a
this
transparent
only
liver?
considered
That's
good.
crazy.
We outnumber them comfortably, but that should not be seen as an excuse not to fight hard. Why let your brother carry your burden?
Well, I mean, you
They
could.
cower behind their walls and pray for help. Those people have never met us on a field of battle. After today, they will flee at the sound of our approach.
See, I actually disagree with that, because after today they're going to be dead. So, I mean, otherwise, you know, a fairly good speech for a first-timer, I guess. It wasn't super impressive, if I'm being honest. I mean, something about transparent livers and, yeah, what this guy's into. Bit of an odd one. Alright, let's fast forward. Getting ready for bed, boys. Do you want to wave at the camera? Hold on.
Our soldiers are at the
No,
walls.
the camera's over here.
Now they must batter a way through.
Alright, hold on. We got buttons. Buttons have been pushed. Wave at the camera, it's up here. Alright, there's one. Night, buddy. Wave, Matt. Wave at it.
Military engineering triumphs once more.
Wave at the camera.
Walls are down.
Hi.
Order your men on to victory.
Alright. Night, boys. Alright. Make sure that door. Night. Alright, there we go. Boys are off to bed. That's right, the heirs of air. Looks like we've gotten in the walls. That's good news. And they're not even going to oppose me. So, let's skedaddle on in. Hopefully open the gates up here too. Take the gates.
Our soldiers
There we go.
have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
Okay. Let's try and use our archers. These two chosen warlords are going to be a bit of a mess. I think I'm going to try and use my kind of cheap militia units to block the chosen warlord units, and then try and use my archers to whittle at them. Then we'll back it up with the heavy comitatenses. Alright, I'm going to fast forward again. Pathfinding is going to be an absolute atrocious mess. We'll do our best.
Units! Double time! Units! Units! Double time! Legionary cohort! Units! Double time! Hurry! Run!
Alright, enemy keeps falling back. Not what I wanted you to do.
Units! Double time! Units! Legionary cohort! Units! Double time!
Oh my gosh, like just pathfinding is such a mess. There we go. There we go. Got my archers in range. That should coerce. I mean, honestly, I hope the chosen warlord doesn't engage me, but if they do, it is what it is. Get those javelins thrown, you idiots. I'm not paying you to stand around. Pull my archers back for a minute. Send my general up. We need to overwhelm the enemy. Sometimes they can get frightened by numbers. This is a massive bodyguard unit, and he's going to cause tremendous damage if we don't get in and like just really overwhelm him fast and get him to rout, and then lose a whole bunch of units. I mean, look at how many kills he's gotten already. He's racked up probably 100 kills already. But there we go. That's gonna be a blow to morale for sure, right there. Okay. Let's set up. Hopefully get round 2 going here. Any kills we get with our archers are nice freebies, and we will gladly take it. Their unit should be much more prone to routing now. And then when this spear unit that's coming up to fight sees the general routing, it should cause them to rout. Yep, it worked. It'll get contagious, essentially, and that's what we want. Let's fast forward, keep pouring it on. Try and get our archers to soften these guys up as best we can. Because I'm not going to be able to retrain any units. The more units I have left when this is over, the better. Alright, the AI's gone all in here. There we go, sweet. We're going to end the battle right here. I don't want to lose any more soldiers. All their units routed while they were off the town center, so, man, that is extremely fortuitous for me. And I'm going to take it. This will be another extermination that we can chalk up here. Sorry, I got to turn the AC on. Bit warm in here.
Victory! This land is Roman!
Okay, oh yeah, can exterminate the crap out of these guys. That'll actually put us back in the positive, just barely. We destroyed the Alemanni. So at least that's one enemy out of our way. Balance at the start of the next turn of minus 11, 410. Estimated balance minus, yeah, so I mean, we're still losing money. As far as I can tell, estimated balance started next turn. Yeah, we're still going to be losing a ton of money. But, hoping we can turn around enough victories here.
General! Attack! Victory!
Then we killed the rebels. I could use some of these troops from Rome. I don't necessarily need them all, but I could certainly use them up here. Let's go stand back on the bridge and then try and get my troops over here to help. Like I said, we'll probably have more rebellions, but I don't know. We're just going to see if we can stick it out and fight through it. Yeah, the West Romans took Lepsis. I didn't even get a character out of like my army, just straight up joined them, I guess. Carthage is in the process of rebelling here too. Good stuff. What a mess. Just a couple of civil revolts, nothing big, you know. Just a few. Nothing to be concerned about. Just move along. Maver Alex says, I'm downloading the game as we speak. Can't wait to play it. Well, hopefully you have fun with it. If you played the old game, I think you really like this one. Trade rights, yes, please.
Thanks.
Yes, please. I guess they saw what happened to the Alemanni and decided that trade rights were probably better than a war. I mean, not that I'm going to be able to sustain a war for very long at this current rate. Okay, they're going to sally out against me at Salamanca, and that is good news. Because I can try and pick them off as they... Well, actually, if they have big walls, then we're in trouble. Because I can't pick them off one at a time. Yeah, this could be an utter mess right here. This may not be good. Wondering, with the gorgeous Rome Remastered and with Warhammer 3 just around the corner, does anyone still remember Troy? Uh-oh, don't tell Appius you said that. Troy is a good game. It just was never enough to pull me away from Warhammer, and it didn't have enough people viewing it, you know, to necessitate me continuing to make videos on it. Even though, you know, like, because, you know, I could say, like, hey, regardless of whether I'm playing it a whole bunch, or whether I like it as much, if people are watching it, I'm going to make some content. Like, I won't make content, you know, out of stuff and just hate it, but I'll make content on stuff if people are watching it. And what I'm getting at is that just people weren't watching it, and it wasn't enough to pull me away from Warhammer, and so it didn't end up being a thing. Oh, I was kind of hoping for a quick knockout punch, and I don't think we're gonna get it. Ooh, they're getting a lot of reinforcements out here. This isn't great. I was hoping we could bottle them up, but the reinforcements are coming out quicker than I had hoped, and we're just gonna straight up lose. Bye-bye. He is foolish. How come he died like that? All he had to do was, like, cast a, you know, breath spell or something, and he would have won that. What's his problem? Had a big Troy tournament, it's treating me great. Good. Glad to hear it, Appius. They just run away from their settlement? I think they did. I think they did. They have inside of here. Archers, peasants, and a bodyguard. Ooh, that pulls their reinforcements out, so this is good. We could defeat their garrison and all their troops all at once. Well, I don't have a family member here, unfortunately, but we might be able to pull it off. It's not super likely. That bodyguard, those Imperial German bodyguards are really hard to kill. Completed 1,000 campaigns in the old Rome. Yeah, if you like the old Rome, you'll like this one. If you've never played the old game, and like all you've played is new Total Wars, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this one, it might be a bit of a shell shock, because this game is very much an old Total War. And not like... where'd they deploy? Over here? Yeah, crap. We're dead. They deployed back by the reinforcements, so we're dead. I don't have a bodyguard or any cavalry to go start mopping up peasants, so we dead. We're gonna get overwhelmed by numbers. That Imperial bodyguard's just gonna roll right over me. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Like, even if I move out here and surround it entirely, it's gonna shred us. Try and shoot at it too. I don't know, maybe get lucky here, get an early. Oh, that's lucky.
The enemy general is dead.
Probably not enough though, because my stupid unit just routed right there, despite the death of the enemy general. Dang it. Cowards. We're gonna get chased off by peasants right here. Charge them! Yeah, we're gonna lose here. Just numbers didn't work to our favor. Yeah, see this unit just routed there too. Crap. There's too many enemies around. Too many enemies around. That's frustrating. This could have been good for us if all we needed was a single cavalry unit, and we'd probably win this. But it just didn't have it. Exit battle.
Defeat.
That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Get my forces together. Pretty good chunk of troops. Atlantium, but I could pull a bodyguard in here. That will help a considerable amount. That hit our income. Yeah, it does. Accent. I remember exactly how all that balances out. I don't remember. Whatever. Let's just do that for now. Ravenna happy. How are we doing? No one's screeching at us at the moment, except for Carthage. Carthage is pretty upset.
Imperator.
Still waiting on a siege tower. All they have is a bodyguard here, though. And this could be some good... It's a large city. This could be some good execution income for us. Let's go ahead and assault this settlement. Take it back. And then execute the populace and this Appius Burrus. Appius, look! Is this a relative of yours, or is he just a pretender? Mr. Gibson says, "Hey, Air, these videos got me back into Rome 2 again." Well, hey, hope you're enjoying it. I'm gonna probably play a Rome 2 campaign fairly soon. I need to finish my Atomo campaign first. Need to finish that one first, but yeah, we'll probably do one.
Those monstrous and loathsome things. Await my orders.
Alright. They shouldn't have anything on the walls. So we should be able to just kind of waltz up and capture the walls. So I only have one tower, so... I don't think they can... Yeah, they are shooting flaming arrows. Oh, come on! What a bunch of horse crap. Flaming arrows in the rain there. I guess technically it's possible because they're inside a tower and they could have been lighting them on fire. And you win this round, Appius. The siege isn't broken, you idiots. That's annoying. Why would we have to fall back? Ugh. Ugh. Where'd these guys come from? Like, I mean, how come I don't just get a whole nother army out of nowhere? Like, where's my army from nothing? Do I dare attack with a single tower? Apparently not. I'm gonna have to maintain the siege. Same thing here. I better not attack with just one ram. I think we know what's going to happen, so unfortunately I'm just going to have to lose a whole bunch more money before I can do any more executions. Alright, we 16 grand in the hole.
Imperator.
Start here. We got a bodyguard, peasants, and archers. We're gonna need a little bit of luck on our side here. Our bodyguard is better than theirs, but we can still use some luck. JP Vets has been playing a bit of Rome 2 again as well with the Steam sale. I didn't realize how much DLC there was that I hadn't tried. Yeah, it's a good time to get it. Like Rome 2 was a pretty solid deal during the Steam sale, and the DLC were also very cheap. You know, Rome 2 is not a perfect game by any means, but it's a good one, and it has a lot of content. And if you can get it on one of those fire sales like the Steam sale is, it's pretty great. Like, you'll have a good time with it. It's definitely worth, you know, the sales if you pick it up on a sweet sale like that. I think it is, at least. Alright, let's fast forward. Waiting on our rams. I'd really love for that archer unit to move up closer so I can shoot it. Especially if they get up on top of each other. Get a 2-for-1. Peasants here, but you know, like I said, I'll take any kills we can get.
Destroy them.
Don't move forward, you idiots. Gosh dang it. Freaking hate that. They were in range. We were shooting at the peasants.
Show no mercy. The enemy walls are down. Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins.
And throw a few javelins here. There we go. Kill off some of their archers. I don't ever want to get stuck with their archers just shooting at me, so I am going to probably pull back just a hair here. I want my archers to expend a bunch of their ammunition, if at all possible. Obviously, I don't want to be shot in return. I need all my infantry together. Just shooting at my infantry over here. We don't have a testudo, do we? No. Just turn your shields towards them. Why are you shooting the peasants instead of shooting their archers, you idiots? Alright, bodyguard, that's a fair target. Archers. Just gonna fast forward, kind of do a little skirmishing here. I've got a lot of shields facing the enemy, so... How come they can shoot at me from there, but I can't shoot at them?
Waiting for order.
We've killed a pretty good number of their troops. I'm gonna take every last bit of this I can get. I've still got a lot of ammo. I'm gonna let them spend it, so I know it's a bit boring because I just have to stay and fast forward here, but we're taking everything we can get. I'm gonna need as much advantage with the power bar, numbers, like I said, everything we can get, because this Imperial Bodyguard's gonna be a tough nugget to crack. It's got 49 men and I've got 53. We get shots on it, that's good. It should weaken it up, you know, maybe start taking away hit points. Potentially, yep, it just lost a unit there too, or a character. Archer's taking some shots there. Turn into them so my shields are facing them. We haven't lost any troops to their archer fire, at least not many. See a couple of bodies on the ground. Nothing super significant. Still going very poorly for them. They're down to 422 out of 728. They got back here more archers. They don't have any spearmen, so that's good news for me. My archers are out of ammo, so it's time to just get the job done. Let's fast forward.
General.
Our bodyguard in.
Commander.
Let's move over here. Some archers that are unescorted over here. The risk is if I get pulled way away from my spearmen and attacked by their Imperial bodyguard while my own bodyguard's away, that will be bad. Yep, see, he's turning this way. Here we go.
Our soldiers have captured
Stay on those
the wall.
archers.
Now is the time to press on and
Want to
capture
kill
this
them all if we
place.
can. Hey, great. Let's move back over here. See, I'm setting up a kill box for the Imperial bodyguard here. Peasants routed. Let's go see if we can get these peasants. Yeah, these peasants and archers over here are making some juicy looking targets. The rout of the peasants will hopefully be contagious on the archers. Yep, there it goes. So we got more kills. I'm gonna try and play this one as smooth as we can. We don't need this to flip on its head. Alright. So, good stuff. We're gonna march forward with our spearmen. Bring our bodyguard up behind, bring the archers up here. Bodyguard up. Archers up. Keep our troops close together. Start moving up. Hopefully we can kind of bunch those archers up into a melee with the bodyguard all at once so they won't really be able to shoot at us. Try to ignore the archers and put a charge on the Imperial bodyguard. Hopefully we don't get our general killed by RNG early in this fight. Short of that, I mean, we should be in pretty good shape. Numbers and spears are on our side. I don't want to pull my bodyguard out because I'm worried that he'll die. How are we doing? Down to 31. Oh, RNG, please bless us. Gods of Total War, please bail me out. Right, yeah, the enemy Imperial bodyguard is in pretty rough shape. Never know where your commander's at in these things, though. The Imperial bodyguard's down to 7 units. 2 units.
The gods be
Yes!
praised. The enemy general is dead. His men know their doom approaches.
Now let's attack the archers. We did it!
This is a heroic victory.
Alright, so that'll be some money in the bank right there. That'll be some money in the bank. I don't know how much, but everything helps when you're 16 grand in the hole. Like I said, wasn't much, but we'll take it. Wasn't much, but we will take it. How about here? It's a large city as well. I do have 2 towers now, so it's assault. Hopefully we can make it into the settlement. This is a big city, so should make some pretty good cash by exterminating this one. Air, is there any modern Total War titles that you don't recommend? Maybe Thrones? Yeah, I don't like Thrones. It's just boring. I mean, if you're just a crazy kook about that time period of Britannia, then go for it. But to me, I mean, Attila is more fun than Thrones of Britannia, even though they may have made some theoretical improvements in Thrones.
Those men yonder are not to be feared.
I would rather play Attila. It's a more interesting overall setting, and they're essentially the same game in the end. But, I mean, Three Kingdoms is fun. Troy is fun. I would recommend Warhammer over either one of those. If you're just asking me on a personal basis, but depends on what you like. But I definitely think that 3K and Troy are good games. If I had to pick between Three Kingdoms and Troy, I'd pick Troy. Setting probably having a lot to do with it. Plus, I actually do kind of like the battles better in Troy than I do Three Kingdoms. It feels like there's a little more depth to the battles in Troy. But then again, maybe I didn't give Three Kingdoms enough of a chance, so...
This is a step on the
Alright,
path to victory.
we got both the towers to the walls.
The walls.
What do we got back here? Foederati cavalry. So no Imperial bodyguard to take down. Troy battles are the best part of that game. I kind of agree. I actually think Troy battles are pretty decent. Considering it's a fairly limited scope, the battles in Troy are actually kind of fun. Like I said, I really didn't even mind playing Troy. I quit because no one was watching it. And it didn't pull me away from like, oh, I gotta stop playing Warhammer to play this. So between that and the fact that putting it up was not really a good use of my time for the channel, then again, maybe I should just play it if I want to play it.
Soldiers have captured the walls.
It's not a bad game.
Time to press on.
I would have rather it just been a fantasy game than what it is, but it's not a bad game. See, I don't really like the sieges. I don't mind the open field battles. I think they're pretty fun. I think CA did a really good job. Like, even though most everything's infantry, I feel like they did a really good job differentiating all the infantry and skirmisher types. Like, it's pretty good. And cavalry, you know, is somewhat limited, so it feels pretty special when you get it. The leaders are kind of fun. So, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. The battles are, again, in my opinion, I think they're better than Three Kingdoms. But I was never very impressed with the battles in Three Kingdoms either. Just weren't great for me. I'm gonna go start capturing a bunch of towers to make sure I don't have any issues whenever I bring my troops in the gates. Okay. Capturing all the towers, so we should just need to get in here and crush the Foederati cavalry. You see, like, people talk about how much better sieges are even in games like this. They're always like, yeah, the sieges in Rome 1 and Medieval were better than they are in Warhammer. I don't think so. Yeah, sure, I can attack the city from every direction, and there's more streets and stuff, but the pathfinding's garbo. I mean, at least in Warhammer I can fly a dragon over the walls and vomit fire all over my enemies and get some satisfaction out of that, right? Like, both of them are lame. It's lame in these games than it's lame in Warhammer. I would rather play it in Warhammer, though, because at least I have spells and monsters to drop on people. I don't know, again, just my opinion. But I don't find the siege battles in this game any more interesting, and same thing with Troy. They're not more interesting than they are in Warhammer for me. But again, that's maybe a personal preference. You all may disagree. And if so, feel free. Sieges in Rome 2, yeah, see, I felt like they were just as lame as they were in any other game. Still pretty boring. They have better pathfinding than this one. So they're probably technically a little better than the sieges in this game. But, Clone Trooper! Thanks for the 1,000 yen. He says your boy has arrived. You are the clone, the best clone. All clones should be made in a template of Clone Trooper Wheeler. If I had to be a clone, it would be Clone Trooper Wheeler. Thank you. Appreciate the non-stop support, Clone Trooper Wheeler. Thanks for being here tonight. How you doing, by the way? Everything good? Shadowware Fox says, I wish they had a model, or I wish they had modeled the Warhammer sieges after Medieval 2 sieges. Yes, the pathfinding can be wonky, but the tier castles... well, when I played the survival battle for Warhammer 3, it has me hoping that they might try and apply some of that into sieges. I think it can make sieges a lot more fun, because there would be more to do in the siege battle and more to prepare for ahead of the siege battles. Like, for instance, you could spend money building up supplies and stuff like that, spending money to have reinforcements ready to come through a portal. For instance, if you control the right area, maybe you have access to a portal, you can then control the portal and, again, pay some money to be prepared for big siege battles. And then I also hope that they would do the siege maps in such a way that it benefits the defender in a fun way, right? Britannia needs a place to maneuver cavalry, even in a siege battle. You know, just stuff like that. Like, there needs to be something to make it special. Like the greenskins, you know, I don't know. Like, everybody needs their own thing in siege battle, which would take a whole lot of work and a lot of effort. So I don't know if CA is going to attempt that, because they may not feel like it's worth it. But it was pretty neat to see the survival battle, and it makes me hope that if they spent that much time creating this new battle to try and make your campaign feel more epic, then hopefully they put the time in, you know, working on the sieges like that. I mean, that would be my opinion. The survival battle had tiers, essentially. Like, you were capturing, like, just the easy stuff first and then working your way into a really difficult one. There was choke points. You could capture building points. You could build, you could make choke points and murder holes and that kind of stuff too. So again, that type of stuff applied would certainly make siege battles a lot better, in my opinion. There we go. City is ours.
It's a heroic victory.
Heroic victory, supposedly. All right. Ooh, that's some money. Money. Money in the bank. If we hadn't been forced off of this siege, might even be able to get back into the positive. Wow, they walked away from Cordoba? You bet I can't train anything there. Alright. Where else do we have a shot? We have a shot to siege here, too. Maintain that siege. What do they have here? Pretty crappy infantry. Should be able to overrun their infantry. Alright. I mean, technically it seems like we could turn this around. We're getting less and less negative here as we exterminate these cities and take them back. There's a lot. We had a rebellion out here, and it looks like I pretty much just lost that entire army to the rebellion out here. That sucks. Sucks bad. I need this army because it's better. Maybe I can bring this army back over here and then take this army out to try and recapture some of these settlements. What time is it, by the way? Maybe it's just about time to switch over to a good throgging. Hey, Clone Trooper, thanks for the 500 yen. He said, did someone say money? I didn't. Well, I guess I did technically say money. So I was talking about my finances in the game. Thank you, Clone Trooper. You're very crafty there in your excuses to try and throw money at me. You were very kind. Thank you. You do not have to shower anything out on me. You're far too kind, sir. Thank you. You beautiful clone, you. I didn't say it again, Regina. Stop accusing me. These acer allegations against me. Hey, speaking of, I had a question for you, Regina. Have you ever played Blood Bowl? Or has anybody here played Blood Bowl? Should I try Blood Bowl? I mean, it's Warhammer related. Worth try? No try? Thoughts? Regina says, I'll shower you with love. Well, thank you, Regina. Heard it's bloody. Fenris says, I love Blood Bowl. It's a turn-based strategy game, isn't it? I haven't ever really tried turn-based strategy games. I sit here and poop on them and act like I don't like them, but to be fair, the only one I've ever tried is Civ. And it was okay. It's okay. Wasn't bad. Turn-based football game. Just wondering whether I should try it. Just to do something different.
Orders?
Now we got a couple of towers here. What do we got? Peasants. Basically peasants. I think we should assault the city. Could be a bit risky here, but no risk, no reward. Rugby? Come on now. That's not football. Ooh, sorry for the yawns. I'm an old man, apparently.
There have been many portents, both good and... Units, on my order! Quickly!
Alright, let's see here.
Fire at will! Fire at will! Peasants!
I like that I have a group of peasants here. I may have to sacrifice them just because. When in Rome, sacrifice peasants. Oh, my comitatenses are up to the task here. Bunch of peasants on the wall. Okay, it's just peasants. There are some militia over here. Man, they're getting shreked by my tower. Look at all of them. Have a nice flight. Jumps. That's awesome, man. We got a bunch of kills. This tower, I've already got like 30 kills from the tower. A comitatenses should be a match. Oh, come on. Trash. Pure trash. Well, hopefully my other tower will get there. Have to fight our way up one tower. I'm gonna take some losses having to turn my back to these machine gun towers here. Look at that. Trash. CA, please. How come these units don't have a testudo anymore? Come on.
Yes, Imperator!
Get in there, you idiots. You're getting shot. Like, run your butts in the tower. Get in there, losers. That's how you motivate your men, in case anybody's wondering. You gotta really give them some good name calling, you know, like a coach. I liked how they were getting thrown off the walls too, Regina. I appreciate my enemies being thrown off of tall walls. Don't really care for it myself, but you know, when it's someone else, sure. These guys were getting thrown out too, and they're apparently smacking up against the house. Look at the pile of them here in the gutter. Either that or they just had too much to drink last night and they're still, you know, a little bit passed out. It's also possible. I don't expect these Roman rebels have a whole lot of discipline. Look at this. Have you all ever gone inside the tower to see this? Human centipede inside the tower. Fun fact, if you all had never seen this before, human centipede came from Rome Total War. Stefano, what's going on? Alright, here we go. Out the tower. I'm gonna run this cohort into the tower too. I am gonna get surrounded here. I hope my comitatenses don't have trash morale. It is just peasants, so I'm hopeful that we'll do okay. But there's a lot of peasants. Sometimes numbers play a factor in this game. Golly, those machine gun towers. Good thing my comitatenses have really good shields. Alright, I got more reinforcements headed up the walls. Their peasants are dying, and then here comes some militia for them, right? Peasants routed. My men are fighting surrounded. Alright. Trying to get as many men onto the walls as I can here. Oh good, we routed all their troops up here, so they're going to take massive losses. It's fantastic. Good news for us. I figured our comitatenses would be very good here because they're armored and have good morale versus the enemy troops being sucky, unarmored, and having terrible morale.
Our soldiers have
Captured the walls.
Now is the
Hey,
time to
clone
press
trooper.
on. Capture this
Thanks
place.
again for the 500 yen. He says, you ever gone, or if you ever gonna try Mountain Blade Warband? Am I ever? Probably. I don't know when I would get to trying it, because I do feel like I'm never enough time to try all the games I would like to, since I don't get to do this full time. But yes, I would like to try it. I definitely would. I don't know when, though. That's a good question. How many of you all here play Mountain Blade Warband? When I first saw it, I was like, this game looks kind of wonky and doesn't look very interesting. Like, the fighting on it looks a little bit awkward sometimes. But, I think over time, you know, like, seeing enough people into it, I was like, alright, I think I can understand why people would like this. And, I mean, I have... Crap, these towers are shooting me. I wanted to get down and go use different units to capture the towers, but I didn't really want to use my comitatenses for this because they're going to keep getting shot by towers. And they're more expensive, but I can't... There we go. I couldn't let that tower just keep shooting at me there. Let's get my peasants up here. Don't go up the stupid siege tower, you idiots. Get over here. Ignorant peasants. Alright. Told my peasants to come up here. Pathfinding is supremely atrocious, so it's going to take some time. I got to take my peasants around and capture these towers so they won't shoot my more valuable troops. Yeah, the pathfinding is really bad. See if we can just go ahead and get all my peasants up here on the walls. Vote for Bannerlord. Yeah, like I said, I don't know when I'll get to try it. I'll probably try it at some point. I would probably be a lot more excited about it if it was like a Roman era thing, maybe. But, I don't know. Like I said, I'll try and be open-minded. Thanks for letting me know about it, Clone Trooper. I just ride around with a ranged weapon and a lance because I'm terrible at everything else. That's what I do in real life. I drive around my truck, rifle hanging out the window, lance in the other hand. I mean, heck, I even give the little heirs a baseball bat and let them hang out the window too. I mean, that's just how you roll in Arkansas. Just because it's truck lancing doesn't mean that it's not lancing. Alright, I'm going to try and move some of these troops up, but I'm going to let them rest a little if we get a chance. AI is moving some peasants out here. It's all fictional, but they're based on medieval armies. Yeah, I figured so, because I've seen the names of the settlements and stuff, and they don't seem real, but definitely felt like it was kind of a medieval type genre. Just watched the finale for the Carthage campaign. Well, thanks for watching it, Brad. Hope you enjoyed it. That battle with the Macedonians in the episode right before was absolutely epic. I don't think I've ever had such a cool battle. Like, maybe that one battle with Marathi against the Bretonians. But I mean, that was awesome. Like, that battle against the Macedonians was so good. Outnumbered over 2-1, and we slaughtered them. I want these guys to get some stamina back. These stupid peasants keep charging towards us. How's it going, Don Shield? Thanks for being here tonight. How are you? Hope life is treating you good. Are you thinking about doing another Rome Remastered campaign? Not right now. I'm just playing this on stream because people voted for it, but no, I'm not planning on doing another video series on it right now. Carthage is obviously the thing I'm most interested in Rome Remastered. Not to say I won't do another one in it at some point. But I think what I'm going to do is finish my Atomo campaign. I want to start a co-op campaign with Mrs. Air. I'm thinking I might live stream that, though, just so it's only 2 nights a week and it's easy for us to schedule. And then I want to, after the Atomo campaign finishes, I always want to have one historical campaign going. And after having played Rome Remastered, now I really want to play Rome 2. Just to see what I think of Rome 2 after having played Rome 1. Is it a worthy successor? You know, especially since it has all of its updates and patches and other stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to revisit Rome 2. Both for nostalgia and for, like, you know, kind of fun but research. I'm going to try and shield my comitatenses with some foederati here. Okay, let's bring up our cav. Our own foederati cav. We're going to take a nasty charge from that Imperial bodyguard. Foederati are getting murdered. Let's see if we can take this cavalry all the way across and then flank. See if the pathfinding is going to treat us okay. Foederati cavalry is pretty bad. Fortunately for me, my comitatense's armor and defense should hold out very well here. Oh, got a lucky kill on the enemy general there too. I like that. Surround their troops. Some cavalry charges. Now they should die extra fast, and we will have taken the settlement. We will massacre the populace. And we might actually have positive monies. I don't know for how long, but
show their true virtue.
In the battle here. Thanks. May 15th was a big wedding day. I hope it went well. Hope you're enjoying married life there, Don Shield.
Victory!
Exterminate the populace. Estimated balance at the start of next turn, plus 2009. So we're still losing money. But it's much less, I think? No, I think we're still losing about 7,000 per turn. I don't know how we ever get out of that.
General.
another large city here, though. I'm gonna switch over to Throgg. So I'm gonna save it right here. Let's continue this, and we'll try some more of this maybe another time. Save succeeded. All right, I'm gonna exit out of this game and go fire up Warhammer 2, and we'll get back into our Throgg campaign. How do y'all like dual game streams? Does it feel too unfocused, or do you like it that we get some variety and allow us to cover a little more ground? Let me know what you think. Let's see, Nick, Swaby, Galatians. Barbarian factions could be interesting to see more of. Honestly, in Rome 2, I mean, definitely Carthage and Rome are my favorite factions. I don't gravitate a whole lot towards a whole lot of others. Macedon's kind of fun. I like the successor state factions. I don't know, I just don't gravitate towards a lot of the barbarian factions very much. I don't know why that is. For a minute, I was in panic mode. I thought Air was done streaming, and I forgot to. I forgot he has a second game to play. Yeah. Doing 2 tonight. Appius. Load our campaign. Joseph says, I prefer to watch you play Warhammer, but variety is nice. Yeah, I figured when I did the vote, I felt bad, like, because Warhammer 2 is probably going to win because I've just done a ton of Warhammer content in the last few years. And I feel like the historical folks would be like, we just get outnumbered by these people. And so since Rome 1 had a pretty, Rome Remastered had a pretty good showing in the poll, I was like, I want to make sure and represent it. Like, I don't want to shut them out just because they lost the poll. It wasn't like a huge margin that they lost by. Plus, we know that Throgg rigged the poll anyway, so what he does. Two what up? Sorry for being. Hey, thanks for being here, Tuso. Good to have you here. All right. We had taken over pretty much all of the waste. Oh, no, Lewin. You get your trash out of the Chaos Waste. You hear me? Out. Bad Lewin. What do we got here? I mean, public order is nice, but that's not really what I need right now. We definitely need these buildings to focus in on some cash wherever possible, but we also need growth. If I can get places to grow, then I'll put in more buildings to help with cash. Kind of a circle. A never-ending one at that. This income from raiding could be good. If we get enough of these buildings set up, we should be able to just make a lot of raiding income. And then if we focused on the blue upgrades for our generals, that could be really nice too, you know? I need to replace him with Wulfric. Have Wulfric and Throgg rolling through.
Battle time is feeding time.
The casualty replenishment rate is never a bad thing. Growth, server die, despoilers, income from sacking. Where's the dang looting? Well, that would be handy. We don't have any looting upgrades? I guess maybe you just get it all from the buildings. Okay, whatever. Go ahead and grab this casualty replenishment rate. I can't get any berserkers. I wanted some more berserkers. Have to go back. There's cavalry here. Marauder horsemen would be pretty good. Oh, we got this whole other army out here, and I don't need this army. It's wasting a bunch of upkeep.
Tribesmen, slaughter the sheep.
I don't need you here either, bud. Take a hike.
Enslave the Southern chieftain of the tribe.
Slave yourself. Alright. Let's see. If I wanted to pull a lord up. Wulfric. Okay, 3 turns. I can recruit Wulfric. I've got enough money to recruit a few more units and then help Wulfric get an army started here. Get the Trollheim Mountains started. Some growth. Some population going on in some of these places. Alright, let's end a turn. Lewin is looking for some snow cones. He probably is. The turd needs to go home. Keep his butt out of the Chaos Waste. They belong to Throgg, and unless he wants to get vomited on, you better get out. And you don't even want to know what Throgg's been in. He's been going to Grom's restaurant every day for a week. His vomit is going to be uncontrollable. Ooh, I forgot about these special units. The Iceforge Legion. Champion of the Eagle. Okay, good stuff. I gotta remember this. Holy crap. Plus 20%. Punishment minus 10% upkeep if you do the Serpent. Okay. Halo! What's going on? How are you? It's great to see you here.
Disorder! That's right.
Love to see a 40k version of Total War based on the Horus Heresy. I don't know, would 40k fit the Total War style, or would it need CA to just make a maybe more traditional style of RTS game? I don't know enough about 40k to probably say decisively one way or the other on that. We could recruit Norse controls. I mean, Throgg needs trolls, does he not? How do we get ice trolls? Requires offering of slaughter. Probably had to build that in a main settlement, as tempting as it is, and it is very tempting. Horus Heresy is 30k. Wait, there's a 30k? What? MA, thanks for joining, says popping in before leaving for work. Hope work goes good. Halo says, doing good, just listening in before bed. Well, hopefully you get some good sleep, man. Bet life's been keeping you busy. It does with most of us. Glad to hear you're well.
Despoil and ravage.
Too much pew for 40k? I mean, I don't know. There's guns in Total War Warhammer, and it's pretty great. In fact, if they want to put more guns in Total War Warhammer, it's not going to bother me. I've never had an issue with having too many guns in a Total War game. Regina says you can't have regiments standing out in the open shooting at each other with the guns you have in 40k. It would just be Company of Heroes or Dawn of War 2. Yeah, see, maybe they could just make a different style of game. Because I really would like to see Creative Assembly take on 40k. I mean, I feel like they've done a really good job with the Warhammer Fantasy battles, so I'd love to see them take it on. And one would think that Games Workshop would be pretty open to Creative Assembly taking on a project like that.
I see death.
Back here. Alright, well, I mean, things are holding together. It ain't pretty. We're gonna need an army to probably put down some rebellions, and then another army to go out and start earning us some money. I'm trying to build stuff to earn cash everywhere I can. But to be fair, I probably should be gunning for some more growth, but I'm trying to get enough money to where I can have not 2 full armies, but, you know, 1 pretty good size army and another one big enough to take care of any rebellions or people coming to attack us. Halo says the campaign map would be awesome, just need to reformat the battles to have terrain fortifications, etc. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could do it. I would love to see a game, not exactly like, but maybe more akin to like Empire at War, Star Wars Empire at War, where you have space battles, and land battles, I think that would fit 40k really good. And the space battles could be something, say, like Battlefleet Gothic Armada or Homeworld type space battles. And then you have battles on the ground, you know, more akin to like, you know, is it more like Total War? Is it more like traditional RTS? Like, I think that'd be really slick, because then you could be planet hopping. And you kind of get the best of both, because I feel like 40k would need a space element and a ground element, right? I'm not very familiar with any of the ground element for 40k. But, I mean, since I played Battlefleet Gothic, I mean, it certainly makes me want to see a space element included, because I really liked the fleet battles in Battlefleet Gothic. It just needed more support and more content. Didn't get it, unfortunately, because it was a really, really good game. Like, I mean, it had some issues, in my opinion, that needed to be, like, it needed more campaigns. Like, it needed Eldari campaign, some more stuff like that, more content for those factions. But, I mean, the gameplay was pretty great. It just needed some balancing and some love. Regina says 40k factions don't fight in ordered lines. Even Tyranids and Orcs don't fight Napoleonic formations. Yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking too, like from what I had seen, just kind of a little bit of tabletop battles and stuff, that it's not the same type of thing like you would see here. So that what Regina's saying is kind of what I envisioned, like it wouldn't work that way, and so you'd have to come up with a different format.
To the four corners.
But who's to say they can't do it, right? Go ahead, get creative. You know, come up with something different. And then implement some space battles along with it. I think it'd be really, really slick. I'm gonna come all the way back over here and do some recruiting. I'll go ahead and build some buildings while I'm moving back here, because I'm not using my money anyway, and it gives me a chance to run some upgrades, get a little extra money, some extra growth going. There's some research here. Income from sacking, immune to high sea attrition, vigor, loss reduction. All those things could be very good for us. Now would be a good time to get some... if there are such thing, like, that helps the economy of Norska, but I didn't see it right there. That's why you don't have Total War World War 1 or 2. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, they need to make a Total War World War 1, and I'm like, yeah, it wouldn't work. You'd have to make it different. It'd have to be, I think, like Regina said, more like a company of heroes or something. It's just the type of warfare changed. Like, you don't have battle lines like you used to. Alright. I want some Marauder Berserkers, please. And Norscan Warhounds were pretty crappy. My Ice Wolves were pretty decent. They have Frostbite. Yeah, the Norscan Warhounds were pretty bad. But I can't make anything better until the settlement grows. Still got some turns before it gets enough surplus points. Bay of Blades. Let's see here. I really want to see an Empire 2, like a full world map. They could roll it out as a trilogy, right? Like Empire 2, it starts off in, say, like early Renaissance Europe, and you know, it's like that's where it kind of starts off, year 1600, maybe late 1500s, kind of transitioning from pike and shot to full-on, you know, gun armies. And then game 2 comes out and the map expands further, and you bring in, say, like, I don't know, like you bring in the Americas, and then you start adding in content like Africa and South America, and then eventually you bring in like the third one, and it's got Asia in it, and then you bring in other stuff. Like, that'd be awesome to like see just the whole world map grow out. you could have so much amazing content. Like, imagine having battles with, like, Zulu and Cherokees and Prussians, and I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they probably would have been dead by that point. He wouldn't have had Mayas or anybody else, but it could be really cool. It could be really cool. Got samurai. Oh man, yeah, like a late samurai army still roaming around in Japan. Like, that would be sick. Like, absolutely sick to get something like that. It'd be a massive undertaking, but talk about making a historical game be as cool as a Warhammer game. That is how you would do it, in my opinion. That is how you would do it. You could certainly have different starting dates, Warner, I agree, similar to what they had with Three Kingdoms when you're doing the Grand Campaign. But what I would say is the reason why for the 3 games is because it gives CA time to develop and open up each new section of the world and gives them more time to develop all the factions that they would have to have in all of these new areas. And they could launch it kind of like Warhammer, right? So, like, here's Game 2, everything you had in Game 1 pulls forward. And, you know, when you buy into the next one, all that stuff pulls forward. I think that would be crazy fun. Alright. We need to go start raiding Kislev.
I eat my enemies.
Regina says it'd be cool, or maybe they could just forget about accuracy and just seed each region with regional factions as they were at their peak. So you have Rome and Mayans next to Red Coat Britain. I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty fun. I don't know how you make a game like that, Regina, but that would be pretty fun. And some people might be like, yeah, that one doesn't even make sense. Well, I mean, you kind of had it, right? With Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai, you had samurai armies fighting imperial armies, and it was fun. It was very fun. So that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I wonder how holed up the dwarves are over here. I want to go check them out. I think the beginning of the Qing Dynasty would be a great start date. I don't know. I mean, they just made 3 kingdoms. I'm not sure if they have more plans for anything set in China. They might. I would guess no. Where did these guys come from? Denied? I don't remember asking you permission. Alright, Throgg. We got invaders. These guys, we need to go beat them down and confederate them too. Alright, well, that's our next goal. I'm going to start training some troops with Wulfric. I really need marauders with great weapons to fight the dwarves. Never knew there were dwarves here. Every time I get to this part of the map, they're already destroyed. Yeah, they start here, but they do get wrecked bad. Like, they don't usually last long. To be fair, though, dwarves are pretty tough for Norska early on. Norska certainly has the means to take them out later in the game, but they are a difficult match for Norska early on. No reason it has to start with Europe. Yeah, it doesn't have to, but that's what people would expect, right? So I'm saying it's a very expected and good foundational place to start an Empire 2. It doesn't have to start with Europe, but I think it would be a good place to start it. I don't think this is winnable, and I don't really want to waste my time. Let's swing back over here and kill these guys. Jerks, I hate you. Stay there. Wait for Throgg. Both of these suck. I don't want this. Alright. Holy crap, it's gonna take me 10 years to get over here. At last, we're not there yet. Nothing to celebrate yet, Throggy. Apparently we're gonna need the extra campaign movement range.
To the four corners.
Clan Enclave, good. We got an upgrade there. That way we'll be able to recruit some better units for Wulfric. I'm thinking Marauders with great weapons, go after the dwarves, pick up their settlements. I'll go try and confederate this faction that attacked us. Who is this jerks that Air hates? Is it Agol, whatever that faction is? It's some Norscan faction that starts up in the waste in Nagaron. Recruitment capacity. I'll do that in case I have to build anything over the next couple of turns, which I might. But now nothing needs to be built. Hey, well picked, Air. No, here we go. Good. That doesn't save me 50%. That's not a 50% discount. Way to lie, game. Alright, Throgg. You're slow, bro. Move those big troll feet. You get this guy a pair of shnikes so he can get around faster. Wish Paradox would do a Hearts of Iron that's World War I. I mean, maybe it'd be fun, but color me a little skeptical, and hear me out here. I could be wrong, and if I am, great. But would a World War I game really be that interesting? You just be stuck in a trench, accomplishing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, World War I was like a huge stalemate, basically, for most of the war. So I don't know. Like, it just doesn't come across as that appealing to me. World War II I could see being interesting and having some appeal because maybe depending on how the Allies reacted pre-war, like if they got better prepared, how would things be different, or what if Hitler hadn't invaded Russia? Like I think there's a lot of fun things you could do with World War II. I don't know as much about World War I, but I have a hard time imagining that World War I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun. Maybe it would. But personally, I wouldn't think so. But like I said, I might be wrong. Getting to upgrade a lot of our settlements. That's good news. I don't have a ton of extra money to recruit anything for Wulfric at the moment, but it doesn't really matter. We tend to think of World War I as just the Western Front, but that was just one front among many. Yeah, I mean, true, but I don't know what would be crazy interesting about the battles, right? Tanks were basically brand new. They did very little still at that point. I guess you still had a few cavalry charges here and there, some artillery. It just seems like it would be like Napoleon, but with troops that fight, you know, with guns that shoot a little faster and like a few other things. Like, I don't know. I haven't studied deep into World War I, but just from the little bit I've seen, it just doesn't come across to me as exciting. Maybe I would have to go study a lot more to understand what could be good content there. All right. Norska.
King on trolls. Who's going to anyway?
Well, if you're going to anyway, then shut up and do it.
Rule.
Yeah. We all heard you, Throgg. How much do you rule, though? I'm gonna go ahead and just drop a few extra units in Throgg's army, because it won't hurt anything. In fact, it should help. Oh, this would give us access to skin wolves and a skin wolf werekin. Oh yes, yes please. A werekin would be a really nice unit to pick up, and shamans. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Throgg is so ugly. Hey, YouTube, quit trying to censor Regina for saying Throgg's ugly. Throgg would appreciate that. Like, I know she's insulting him, but I'm just saying Throgg would appreciate it, and here's YouTube trying to censor Regina for saying something that is both true and would be liked by the ugly troll that she was insulting.
You want to die now? Or when my ice age comes?
Miguel says, hello, HeirofCarthage. Used to watch all the time during the Shogun 2 days. Glad to see you're doing well. Well, thank you, Miguel. Thanks for joining us tonight. I love the Shogun 2 days. I still like Shogun 2. A peace treaty. Yeah, that's funny you should ask. Yeah, get up here. Let's fight. Let's settle this like real Norskins. Can relive the Armenian genocide all over again on the Eastern Front. Is that when that was? World War I? Yeah, I know very little about anything that happened in the East. Regina's trolling. YouTube hates that. Nice, dead or dreaming. If you could play only one Total War for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? Well, definitely Warhammer, but at the moment it would be Warhammer 2. Oh crap, I forgot to deploy my troops. Oh, Air's a super genius. It's confirmed. Air super genius confirmed.
Faster, our blades hunger!
No! I'm ready!
Ah! Bring us to carnage! Bring us to carnage! Mortal wound! Chaos Marauders!
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna manage to get myself out of my mistake here. At least mostly so.
I am Overlord! Suppose
Give him a good throw up. Get him, Throgg. Get him with the shrimp paste from last night. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Alright, go straight after their lord. Alright. Get a good fight going.
Them on it! They will succumb! Very well! Chaos Marauders!
Save my trolls. Swing out over here. I got charged flat-footed over here, so that was not good. Take my ice wolves, go hunt down those javelins, try and get a rear charge. Throgg is all out on his own, but should be okay.
Marauders!
He's a tough cookie.
Ha! Chaos Marauders!
I know my hounds are probably going to struggle to beat these javelin men.
On demands!
Berserkers are doing good, they're just really outnumbered.
Marauders!
I may throw them some help here, like just kind of throw a few of my javelins into melee. Oh, Throgg is putting an absolute throgging down on their lord. Kill him!
I get spoiled!
Get him, Throgg. Yeah! Throg him up good.
Moving out!
Oh, he kicked him. Dude, that was awesome.
Stop on!
That's how you disrespect your enemy right there, is kick him when he's down.
Get us through it! Chaos Marauders! Very well! For chaos!
Hair flesh!
Okay. These guys got absolutely crushed. That's the best kind of crushed.
Very well! Chaos Marauders!
I want to start chasing down as many of their men as we can. Yeah. Good. Go start hunting down some of these marauders.
Chaos Marauders!
Give us cannon! Kill them all!
Alright. Gave a bunch of attack orders, so let's run down a bunch of routing units.
Your will! Yes, Chieftain!
Good
What do you
stuff.
wish?
No mercy. Let's head over here. There's a bunch of troops routing this way. Alright, my wolves are gonna get a lot of food. Gotta feed the dogs. Oh yeah, we got triple gold chevrons too, so nice. Alright, that is an epic beatdown, and it should force them to want to confederate with me, because they see who the better warlord is at this point. 256 kills on the Norscan Ice Wolves. Yes. Yes. Nothing like an early morning breakfast with Heir of Heirs. Thanks for joining in. Niller's back. It's great to have you here. Like whenever I watch any Warhammer Total War, it's rare to see mostly traditional looking battles like this. Yeah, it can be rare, but there's no magic right now. And the only single entity I had there was Throgg, and they didn't have any single entities other than their lord. So yeah, I mean, it was about as close to a normal, traditional type Total War battle that you're going to get in Warhammer. You can occasionally get stuff like that with Bretonia too. But of course you might be fighting Ratmen, so...
My Ice Age comes.
Ooh, enemy faction leader is killed permanently. I love that option. That's pretty cool.
Enslave the Southerners.
I'm gonna boot all these guys. Now, that picked us up some territory, which puts us adjacent to Dark Elves, which could turn bad pretty quick. So, if money ever allows it, we'll want another army to kind of help us out up here. Palace of Ruin. We'll want to defend these places a little better. That building's kind of out of place. That can stay. That building can stay. This one's a little out of place. Get some defenses put together. Spend a little money building up our new territory. Well, that was worth the trip. It took me quite a few turns to get over here, but definitely worth the trip. Income from sacking settlements could be really good with Throgg. Okay. Excellent. Almost finished with some buildings here. Need some cash so I can build a few more things I want. Let's go ahead and replenish Throgg. Man, we have gained a ton of territory. Now we just need to get some income going, and income is going to be from raiding. Raiding and looting. Income from post-battle loot right there, that could be good. Some decent research here to help us get some more cash. Ackhole, more like a-hole. That's right, Daniel. And that lord was a chump. He was a chump. Still waiting for Empire 2 Total War. We all are. We all are. Got people waiting for Medieval 3. Seeing that skill tree, I've spent so much time playing SFO. What'd they do to the skill trees in SFO, if you don't mind me asking? Curious. I don't know much about it. Want to spend a little money back over here at Winter Pyre. I think this is the one that allows the recruitment of Marauder. Yeah, so this is our anti-dwarf tree right here. I want to give Wolfric some anti-dwarf tools, because you can see them stacked up here. And I want to go take their settlements because they could be fairly valuable. You are the king of trolls, Throgg. And a very ugly king at that. There we go. Alright, since we have a lot of territory, I'm going to kind of turtle, get prepared, spend the money while we have it, and then move out to try and get some raiding income. We build all these buildings, our raiding income should be very, very good. And then we can step into some enemy territory and really rake in some dough. Good, good. We're actually Getting some decent settlements put together here. I don't have any wars at the moment either, so it's kind of a good time for me to get some of this done. They've added many more skills, thematic, and extras for combat and trolls. That sounds cool. 50 points to spend on 40 levels with just enough to get what you want. That's cool. Sounds good. Like a good change. Nothing is so fun as supply chain management. Where'd you come up with that, Daniel? I did a bunch of supply chain projects in real life. It's my job for many years. I'm still technically working on a couple of supply chain projects, even though... And then it's funny, like I said, I moved out of supply chain to another department at my work, and then ended up, my department got wrapped back into supply chain, so... Little did I know, I was just gonna go full circle and come right back. That's okay, I like working supply chain. Good stuff. Good place for an engineer. I wanna... My reset skill points doesn't work. Oh, respec. Respec. Let's grab him a horse. Get route marcher. Morskin resilience. Dominating presence and fearsome warriors. He's suggesting more in-depth logistics and supply chain management in Total War. Could be interesting, could be tedious. Depends on how well they implemented it. I don't want tedious. I do like interesting. So, that one to me would very much depend on how they implement it.
To the four corners!
Like the magic item drop chance. I need a shaman sorcerer too. But I don't have the cash for it yet. Mike Hughes says, "What's up, Air? How are you doing?" I'm doing great. Thanks for joining me tonight, Mike, and everybody else. Joseph Dutton says, "I deal with enough of that crap at work. No thanks." Railhead distro. Wagon Center, yeah. I like I said, the whole like having to deal with supplies and stuff in Total War. If it's interesting and brings a good element, sure. If it's tedious, no thanks.
Where's my next quarry?
That's my opinion on it. You don't have to agree, but that's where I come from on it. Wolfric the Wanderer should get Route Marcher automatically, since that's a pretty fair point, Daniel. That's a pretty fair point. That's difficult to argue.
World Walker.
That is difficult to argue. A Metal Sorcerer would be good against the dwarves.
The voices.
Yeah.
Harbinger of war. Gimme.
All right. Bay of Blades. See what's available for us to build. Try and shore up public order. Pretty good over here. And considering I don't have an army over there to try and keep things more tame, I mean, things could be worse for us. Go ahead and spend our money up here. Been loving your videos since Rome 1. Keep it up. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. That's a long time to be watching. I have been on... I'm like an ancient fossil on YouTube. I've been here... for about 12 years, I think. 11 or 12 years. It's been a long time, but it's been great. Glad you're still around. Glad you're enjoying it. Great to have you here. right. I don't...
Let's fight.
Wait, what was that last one on that
Fang's
building?
ready.
I don't need Sea Fang. I mean, actually, I kind of do want Sea Fang. Marauder Ice Wolf Chariots. Yeah, see, I kind of want those. I don't know whether we can build them yet or not. We don't have a building for chariots. We're going to need to add it. But yeah, we need chariots to go after the stunties. Here we go. Let's end that turn. Airstream, thanks for joining. Redline. Does Air still play with POM? Or LOT? Legend of Total War. I've only played Legend of Total War once. And it was in a random game. But he did play my Fort Saul challenge and submitted it. And then Prince of Macedon. I haven't played with Prince of Macedon in a long time. I kind of want to. I don't know if he's playing Rome Remastered, but I would love to play the game with him. I need to ask him about it. He's a fantastic guy. I like Prince of Macedon. He's the reason why I started my channel. Like, absolutely, no question. I mean, my name is even kind of a ripoff of his, right? I mean, and it's because I didn't know what else to do, right? I like this channel. So, Air's the Chuck Berry of YouTube, not like Lionheart, starting at 16. Lionheart did start young. I love Lionheart, too. He's an awesome guy. I got to meet him once. Or, no, twice. I've gotten to meet Lionheart twice. Once in Austin, Texas, and another time when I was over at CA Studios in Horsham. Lionheart's awesome. Some Marauders of the West could be good. Get a lot of extra income from sacking right before we go over to the Dwarf Lords. First time watching your stream. Never cared for Legend of Total War just from the language used. Well, yeah, I mean, everybody's different there. He and I are very different in that approach in the sense that, number one, like, he seems to like figuring out the most efficient ways to cheese a way through a game, amongst other things. And obviously his language is very different, which is fine, right? There's different flavors out there for everybody. Yeah, I'm very different. And so if you appreciate something more like what I do, then it makes sense, right? But Legend is definitely good at what he does in the game. And he's very dedicated. He spends a lot of time on the game. Like, a lot of time on the game. I wish I could spend that much time in the game. I don't have that much time to spend in it, but he definitely puts a lot of time into the game. Would be preferable. Great weapons, Marauders, Marauder Chariots. Garrison looked like that's not bad. Or never mind, I thought those were Marauder Champions, just Marauder Spearmen. Get one Marauder Champ. We get this the Skinwolf Werekin, some Ice Trolls. Breaks the immersion with the min-maxing. Now, I agree. That's why I don't do it very much. I like to immerse myself the way I please. Which is obviously my own unique way. Some people like doing it different than I do. Like, some people like playing their armies more tabletop type rules. Everybody has their own way to play the game that they enjoy, and I think that's cool. People should do that. They should embrace it. Find what you enjoy and do it in the game. You're the one that paid for it, so do what you want with it. But yeah, personally, that's definitely the way I feel with the game, too. But there are probably a lot of people out there who just want to beat the game and be able to beat it the best way possible. And that's probably why that type of gameplay appeals to them. Some people are just wired that way too. Like, some people do it for the sake of wanting to win in the best way passion. Some people are just wired that way. Like, everything they do, they want to do it in the most efficient way. And so it just depends, I think, on what you like. Let's see.
Lord of the monster herd.
My challenge?
Enterpire. I could start training a few units for Wulfric. I just don't want to yet because I kind of like having the extra money. And speaking of money, let's go make some money. Let's take Throgg and
I am your better in every conceivable way. And
that might be true. I don't know if I want to make enemies of the Dark Elves yet. I feel like... Oh. I was going to go raid Kislev, but I guess the Skaven beat me to it. Rest in pieces, Kislev. May we see you in Warhammer 3. I'm assuming the Skaven have control of quite a bit around here, honestly. I could go grab some treasure if there's any nearby. One out here. Go raid Bretonia. Pretty fun.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Of course, if I kill off 1,000 Maws, you know, that would kind of throw off the balance of the disorder tide. I don't know what I want to do. Who do I want to fight? Who do I want to fight here? Lewin needs a good rating. I mean, I agree. Lewin seems like a ripe target.
Bring it! What?
At the very least, go raiding these Marienburg wieners. I'm gonna save some cash up for a turn. So I'm gonna build this. The port doesn't actually do that much for us as the Norskins. Sorry, I know we're playing Total War, but what's the highest difficulty that you've played Surviving Mars on? I think like somewhere around like 150 or 60%. Maybe it's 200%, somewhere in there. I haven't played it on like super challenging stuff yet. It gets really challenging, but I think about the highest I did was somewhere in the range at 200%. I think it was that playthrough I did with Paradox Interactive that you all got to see a little bit of on stream. It was pretty tough at first, but then after a while, once I got the game studio up and running and started making some money, like it leveled out, and I felt like I got on a good place with it. Folks, it is going to be time for me to hop off here. I've been on for just over 2 hours. So I am going to have to hop off of here. I don't know if we'll do this again next week, but I'll hold on to the save file should we ever want to jump back into this. I just know this is what we voted on this week. I think I'm going to do something different next week. I think I'm going to do some multiplayer battles with folks again next Tuesday, like in Warhammer 2 probably. So we'll go back to some multiplayer battles, and then on Thursday, I don't know what we'll do. We'll find something fun for next Thursday, and see what we can come up with. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Thanks for joining tonight. Appreciate all the support. Thank you all for being here, and I will be back next week with some more streams. See you then. Oh, and it looks like Appius is streaming too. Go check out his stream. If you haven't had enough streaming, get over there and check out Appius' stream. Go support him. Do it! Or else Throgg will come vomit on you, and I'll come spread salt everywhere, okay? You have to. I'm threatening you. YouTube, don't cancel me. This is not real threats. You know, I'm threatening you. Alright, see y'all later.